What's up guys, I hope you're having an amazing day and thank you for watching my videos. And today I'm going to bring you an updated video of when Saitama is going to reach $1 based on the current burn rates. Now the current burn rate has increased and it's more around 5 trillion Saitamas being burnt per day. So we're going to update the math and you're going to like the answer at the very end because Saitama will now reach $1 in less time. Based on the burn rate. So if you want to know what that number is, make sure to watch the whole video. But before we get into the video, consider subscribing as it really helps with the growth of this channel, and give this video a thumbs up. That way the YouTube algorithm recommends more of these crypto videos to more people and we all end up winning because more people invest in crypto. So let's get into the numbers. The first thing we want to know is how many Saitama we're burning per day. And I did an updated video of when it's going to reach 1 cent, 10 cents with 5 trillion being burnt per day. And now I'm updating it with when it's going to reach $1 with burning 5 trillion per day. Now in the other videos, my first iteration of this series, I did it burning 3 trillion per day. But now I've been noticing that we're burning around more like 5 trillion. So circulating supply. This is the total supply that's out there right now, 43 quadrillion. And let's look at some numbers that we have to get. These are the numbers we have to reach. Now, a lot of people are going to say this is crazy, and I get a lot of hate for this, but these are the numbers we have to reach. It's going to be $1, right? The circulating supply has to go down to 1 trillion Saitama instead of 43 quadrillion. And its market cap has to be 1 trillion. And this is where a lot of people get angry with me. How could it be 1 trillion? First, let me show you some examples. This is a current crypto market cap of every cryptocurrency out there. As you can see, we're so early in the game. These are, look, S&P 500, gold value mined, and so on and so on. Look how small we are. And the thing is, if you work for a company, most 401k programs they have, retirement programs, they invest in the S&P 500, they invest in stock markets, but no 401k invests in cryptocurrencies. And outside your grandparents, your mom or dad, they're investing in these types of stuff. But luckily for you and me, we're probably going to invest in cryptos, and that's why it's so early on. I don't know of any company that invests in cryptos as their 401k plan, but I think it's a huge return on investment, especially in the future. You have this happening around the world. The Staples Center in LA has now turned into the crypto.com arena, and this is just the beginning, guys. Another thing is that the burn rate is increasing ever gradually over time, and it doesn't even need to reach a trillion market cap. It could be less. That's going to change the more burning we get. So it doesn't even need to reach a trillion. So that's my reasoning behind this 1 trillion market cap. I think it's possible. So let's get into the math. So as you can see, we have the numbers here. We have the current circulating supply, which is 43 quadrillion 941 trillion. And we have to get to 1 trillion total circulating supply. So we take the current circulating supply and subtract 43 quadrillion to get below 1 quadrillion. Remember, there's 1,000 trillions in 1 quadrillion. And that gives us 941 trillion. So we're just going to, for the sake of this video, we're just going to round it up 1. So this was the number we got in the previous calculation. Rounded up 1. Minus 941 trillion. And that gives us, 1 times 10 to the 12th. 1 times 10 to the 12th, which is 1 trillion. So now we know which numbers we have to, now we know how much Saitama we have to burn in order to get to 1 trillion. That is 43 quadrillion plus 941 trillion. So what does that get you? That gives you 43 quadrillion, 941 trillion. That's a big number, guys. And we divided that by the current burn rate. And that's going to give us the amount of days that are left for Saitama to reach a 1 trillion total circulating supply. And luckily for us, it's now lower than the previous video I made a while ago. It is 8,788 days and 0.2. Now that's a lot of days, but let's see how many years that is. It's 365. 8,788 divided by 365 is 24 years for Saitama to reach 1 trillion market cap, and 1 trillion circulating supply, and for it to be $1 based on that math. Now, if you hold for 24 years, you're averaging around 41 million per day. If you hold a billion Saitama, which you could get a billion Saitama for like $100 around there. But if you hold a billion Saitama for 24 years, you're averaging 41 million per year. Now, this is an updated video of a video I did before, and in the previous video, it would have taken us, I think, 40 years for it to reach $1, or to reach that circulating supply of 1 trillion. So as you can see from my previous video that I did, it went from 40 years to 24 years. And we only increased the burn rate by 2 trillion. So in the previous video, it was 3 trillion per day being burnt, which equaled to 40 years. And now it's 5 trillion being burnt per day, and it's now 24 years left. So tell me if you like this video, guys. If you watched towards the very end, I appreciate it. I gave you my reasoning behind that trillion market cap. I think it's possible, especially how early we are in crypto. And what do you guys think? Tell me what if my math is incorrect. I really want to hear it, but I think it's correct. All the numbers line up. And I appreciate you guys watching my whole video. If you like this series, I'm gonna do another updated one once I notice that the current burn rate has increased. It's now sitting around like 5 trillion. Sometimes it shoots up, sometimes it's a little less, but it's always around like 5 trillion. So I hope you like this video, guys. Appreciate it, and thank you. Have a great